You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
And today on our Motivation and Mindset Monday, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics to go over, one of my favorite topics to review, and simply because there's a couple different schools of thought. And the school of thought that I subscribe to is one that, and this came about only after working with thousands and thousands of clients, that to truly make change, it's very difficult if you just pick away one little crumb at a time. So I'm going to explain what that means, how we get clients the absolute best results that they can get in the fastest and safest way possible. So one big thing is, and this kind of came about after seeing many people again in my practice, and even just yesterday, I was meeting with this woman, and she said, I put on about 20 pounds in the last year, and I don't know what happened. I really didn't eat that much differently. I didn't really exercise that much differently. I've just put on about 20 pounds. And so what I'd like to say is that very few people consciously try to put on weight, right? They're not consciously trying to overweight. They go out a little bit in the summertime. They might have a few drinks. They might, go out on a Friday night and have a few drinks the next day. They're not eating very well because they're not feeling that great. So they're trying to eat some comfort food. And then Sunday comes along and they might go out for brunch or just, out to watch football or something like that. And again, they're having one more cheat meal. Monday comes along, it's one more day of slide, and people say, okay, well, I'm just going to get started next week. And then another week goes by. And so what happens is just this snowball effect. And it's just not one meal, one day, one night out for drinks that causes this weight gain or causes people to be unwell or create healthy habits or unhealthy habits in the first place. What happens is this gradual buildup. So you might say to yourself, all right, well, it's a gradual buildup that causes weight gain or that causes people to be unwell and causes these unhealthy habits like less exercise. And then you get fatigued from not exercising and not sleeping well as well. So then you don't want to exercise. And, again, it snowballs. So you say, okay, well, if it just gradually came on, maybe I should just work to kind of gradually remove it. And so that is one school of thought. But the reason why I don't necessarily believe that is because it doesn't work that way, meaning like the body becomes inflamed. The different systems of the body aren't working properly, like blood sugar dysregulation and insulin imbalance, too high insulin. So what happens is just doing a little bit isn't enough to fix that once it's gone wrong. And that becomes very frustrating. So you say, okay, well, I'm going to try to exercise now. So if you try to exercise, like that's the first thing that you change. Well, exercise alone without nutrition isn't going to help you lose weight. So it's very frustrating for people. And you're like, oh, well, if I'm going to exercise 3 days a week and I'm not going to lose weight, well, then I'm not going to exercise at all. What's the point? But you kind of lose track of the oversight or the long run method of exercise is one part of the equation that greatly increases the metabolism, okay? So then when you add nutrition to that, and when you add in healthier habits like de-stressing, getting better sleep, and eating better quality foods, and taking in less pesticides, eating more organic, all of those things, well, then all of that is that what creates the major change. So for me, and the concept that I want to talk about today is actually hitting the reset button. That's what we talk about all the time. So we get clients and they've gotten great results. And then, let's say that a holiday comes around, like the 4th of July is coming up in the US. So in the US, then you might start, going out Thursday night or Friday night, and that extends through Monday night. And that's 4 days. And then on Tuesday, you might not feel that great. And you have to get back into work, you have to catch up. And that whole week is just kind of a wash. And people might gain literally 3 to 5 pounds in that 1 week. And you say, oh no, now it's going to keep going and keep going. Well, that doesn't have to be. So what I'd say is at some point, everyone needs to hit the reset button. And the reset button is not one little change. It's a kind of this shock to the system. It's this big change. And when that happens, you start to get the results really quickly. And when you get the results really quickly, then you start to get motivated to do more. But I really believe in getting people a quick win. I've said that many times, but that quick win keeps people motivated. Like when people come to us for body transformation, they've probably seen a half a dozen other personal trainers or other people, and they've done different diets and all those things, and they're frustrated because they're not losing weight. So I know when they come to see us, they should lose with us anywhere between 3 and 7 pounds. Usually it's 5 pounds with our personal training and nutrition program that first week. That gets them to believe and understand that the plan we have for them is going to work, okay? It's going to work, it motivates them, and then it invigorates them to say, okay, well, if it worked with me just doing 2 days of exercise and following nutrition, imagine if I did 4 days of exercise, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe a Saturday. Imagine the results I would get then. So it's very, very motivating. And the other thing is, a lot of times people just want to start with the nutrition end of it. They don't want to exercise, and that's okay too, because nutrition really is the biggest part to losing weight and also to feeling well, because sometimes people over-exercise. Now, we want people to exercise. We really do. Every other day is fantastic, or more days than not per week. 4 to 5 days is great. Again, 20, 30, 40-minute workouts max, and you're going to get all the benefit that you need just from that. Again, we use an elimination-based diet, an anti-inflammatory-based diet. It works phenomenally well. But one thing that a lot of people like to do is, all right, they've really already gotten to their goals. Let's say they're just, they're 10 pounds away, 20 pounds a day, whatever it might be. They're going to do something like a detox. And that detox is going to be 7, 14, or 21 days, simply depending on how much weight they need to lose. Like if you're only 5 to 10 pounds away from your goal, you just need a 7-day. If you're 10 plus pounds away, you need a 14-day. And if you're 15 pounds plus away, then you need the 21-day. And if you have any wellness-based issues like your joints are starting to hurt and you have brain fog, well, then you're going to want to do a 21-day. And that's just going to really hit the reset button fast. There's simply no faster way to get to your goals. So that's always what I like to tell people. And then you're not going to do that for the rest of your life. That's, of course, hopefully true. And then you're going to start to just follow the nutrition plan. You're still going to get to have a cheat meal a week, maybe 2 cheat meals a week. You're still going to go out with your friends on a Friday night or Saturday night. It doesn't take any of that away. But what has to happen is that at some point, you need to make a change in order for your body, your wellness, your weight loss, your living longer goals to take effect. And that's just the way it is. So what I like to do is say, okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to create this micro goal. And the micro goal is I just need 7 days of your time. That's a 7-day detox. Now, when a client comes to us for personal training or body transformation, we say, we need 21 days from you. 21 days is what we want. And if you give us 21 days, we're going to help you lose 10 plus pounds. That is the goal. And so they say, okay, I'm willing to commit. I'm willing to do that. But during that time, you're also learning new lifestyle habits. You're learning new eating habits. You're learning how to order at restaurants so that you don't have to just eat all of the different foods that are served with each meal. You learn how to maybe substitute a little bit. Very simple things. And that creates that habit by that 22nd day. That's the big thing. So create those micro goals. Just, okay, well, for 3 days, I'm going to do well, or for 7 days, I'm going to do a detox, or 14 or 21, depending on what you're really looking for. And again, the further you are away from your goal, the more of a commitment you want to make. But it doesn't have to be a 6-month commitment. Even if you need to lose 50 pounds, you don't need to make that 6-month commitment. You need to make a 21-day or 28-day commitment to lose 10 to 15 pounds that first month. That's the commitment I want you to make to yourself. So in my opinion, the very best way to do this is not to just chip away. It's to hit that reset button whenever you've just gone too far astray. Get yourself back on track, lose weight, decrease inflammation, regulate blood sugar levels, regulate hormone levels. You're going to feel so much better. You're going to have so much more energy that you're going to want to do more on your own. And so simply find a plan that works for you. Find one you believe that's going to help you the most. And of course, if I can ever help you, I would love to be able to do that. The Dr. Cabral Detox is guaranteed to get your results. That's why I feel so confident recommending it to you. If for whatever reason it didn't work for you, no hard feelings, you can simply return it, obviously, for a full refund. To check that out, simply go to drcabraldetox.com. And any other questions on this topic, I would love to answer them for you. Simply go to stevencabral.com/Ask Cabral. Thank you, everyone, and I'll be back real soon with another Cabral concept. Are you ready to heal yourself and then go on to heal others? If so, the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute can help you discover proven functional medicine protocols that blend the best of 7 different healing disciplines from around the world. I personally share with you the exact handouts and protocols I use in my private practice that enable people to get well, lose the weight, and live longer, stronger. I want to pass this information on to the next generation of health coaches, and that is exactly why I created IHP. We are the future of the health coaching industry, and the skills and knowledge you will learn will make you an in-demand certified health coach anywhere in the world. Although we have many medical professionals taking the IHP certifications, no experience is necessary, and half our members have no previous health certifications. At the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute, our motto is a health coach in every home. Our goal is that you take this knowledge and then share it with family, friends, loved ones, your community, or in a practice where you create a career you love and can be proud of. The global IHP community is filled with some of the most kind and caring people in the world, and we can't wait to welcome you into our world soon. For more information or to set up a discovery call with one of our IHP Health Coach graduates, simply head over to integrativehealthpractitioner.org.